Juventus, Fiorentina, 12 p.m. Italian time, today or tomorrow, whenever you're watching this. Today, it is a very big game. We have to get the 3 points and put the distance between us and Como. It is a must-win game because in the last match of the season versus Torino, if we have a draw, it is good to have top 4. It is good to have top 4, but it is very important, and there is some exciting, if you want to call it that, in the lineups, exciting player and a surprise, and a surprise player, and a surprise player. So before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, tap the video, share it to your Bengal friends, share it to your Juventini, and let's get to 100 subscribers. Let's go. Today, before we begin, today everybody trained with the group. So even Kelly, Kalulu, and Turam, they all trained with the group today. They all trained with the group. So that's it. That is good news. That is very good news. Juventus have made concrete moves for Issa Dumbia. Issa Dumbia from Venezia, that was a key player for Venezia for them to get back to Serie A. Issa Dumbia was a key player for them. He is 22 years old. He's 22 years old. He is relatively cheap for Juventus because when you go from Serie A to Serie B, from Serie B to Serie A, your value increases, but not that much. His value is around 8 million euros, so we can get him for around 15. He is a center midfielder, and the stats for a midfielder. Okay, you tell me he plays in the Serie B, but still, his stats are 37 appearances, 8 goals, 6 assists, 95% of the starting 11, and he played 91% of the minutes. So he is a very good player. He's a very good player, and he can play in the central midfield, attacking midfield. So he play as a center attacking midfielder, and a right midfielder. So this is the player that Juventus likes because he is versatile. His contract expires in 2029, so he has 3 remaining years in his contract. But imagine if we get rid of Douglas Luiz, we get an Issa Dumbia, a Perrone, a Locatelli, and then after that we need to get a Bernardo Silva and another experienced player in the midfield, because you cannot. And keep in mind, if Douglas Luiz and Kevin Thuram leaves, we're saying, okay, imagine those players leaves and we get Anita Dumbia, a Perrone, and we have a Locatelli, and then we get a Bernardo Silva and another player that is experienced in the midfield. We would have 2 that are young but are good and have Italian experience. That's it, because Issa Dumbia plays with Venezia and he's in Serie B, and Venezia goes up to Serie A. Dumbia, Perrone that played with Como, Locatelli that played multiple years with Juventus. Maybe we get a Cassie that or an Ederson that have Serie A experience, and then we have a Bernardo Silva that has the experience and has the leadership and that can carry Juventus on his back. So that would be a midfield of an all-rounder, because you have experience, because you have young talent in it. So that would be a good signing with Perrone. And now as well, did you see yesterday's video and even today's video, or whenever you're watching this? I said that Como is interested in Cambiaso. And Cabal and Kostic are leaving. Kostic is in the last year of contract, so he's leaving. And Cabal is not a good player, and Cambiaso has been lacking in his performances. And Como wants him to in his, because they have top 4 or European. Hopefully they don't have top 4, but we have top 4, and they want him as the experienced player that already have played in Europe, and played in Europe, has a little bit experience in the Serie A, and a player that wants to come back in the Serie A is Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez. Theo Hernandez already played with Milan. Theo Hernandez already played with Milan. He won the Scudetto with Milan. Right now he's playing in Saudi Arabia with Al Hilal. His value is 28 million. His value is 28 million. He has played almost every single match with Al Hilal. He is 28 years old, so he's not that old. He's not that young. He's an experienced player with also experience in this area. And Theo Hernandez is thinking about a comeback in this area. I would take Theo Hernandez. Tell me guys what you think about Theo Hernandez maybe coming to Juventus with the experience, with already winning the league with Milan, and we would have two players that already have won the league with Milan, and on top of that, if Kessié comes to Juventus, there could be three players that already have won the league with Milan. But now, let's go for Juventus Fiorentina at 12 p.m. Italian time, 17th May. 17th May. So let's begin. Juventus will play with the home shirt of 26-27, so the new home shirt 26-27. Now, let's go to the lineups. There is in goalkeeper, obviously, there is Di Gregorio, Dan Bremer, Kelly, Kalulu, McKennie, Locatelli, Coop Miners. That is the surprise that I was talking about. It is not that exciting, but maybe there could be some magic in him. Cambiaso, Conceição, Yildiz, and Dusan Vlahovic. So it is like there's not going to be that much changes. Maybe to Ram instead of Coop Miners, but today Turam trained with all the players. He did all the sessions, all the activities that they have today. So this will be Di Gregorio, Bremer, Kalulu, Kelly, McKennie, Locatelli, Coop Miners, Cambiaso, Conceição, Yildiz, and Vlahovic. This is the lineup. There could not be that much changes, so this will probably be the lineup. All that could change is Coop Miners to Ram, but we need to see that to Ram, because in that midfield, and even imagine if we sell Coop Miners to Ram and Douglas Luiz, imagine how much money we would get. 30 million for Coop, 25 million for Douglas Luiz. There is Everton interested in Douglas Luiz, and Juventus is open to taking a loan. So we could see hopefully nothing happens like the Arthur situation. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But there could be some potential good players in the midfield, because right now we don't have the good players in the midfield. The only good player that is good and that is consistent, it is Manuel Locatelli. For example, Cambiaso has not been good. He does a good game, but he is not Cambiaso that we seen 20 months ago. He played a good game, but not a good game for Cambiaso, if you know what I mean. Cambiaso plays a 7 out of 10 when he played at his best. But now he plays a 5. He does his job. Maybe he does a mistake and we concede from it. But that is Cambiaso that we see now. It's Cambiaso we see, and you haven't seen Yildiz score. But now 2 matches left, Yildiz. 2 matches left, Canon. Let's go. These important matches. Close the game fast. Spalletti, that is what you have to tell them. Close the game fast. Close the game in the first half. Because if you are 2-0, so when I say close the game, 3-0. Because when you are 2-0, 70th minute, they have a penalty. Locatelli does a tackle. Bremer does a bad pass. Cambiaso slips. 2-1. Juventus start feeling the pressure, because here they are weak. they are weak. And then Fiorentina will start to believe, and they will believe, and they will try to fight. And even Torino. So Spalletti, you have to tell them, end the game fast. You have to go all in the first half. All in the first half. All in. All in. So, yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's go tomorrow, and let's win, and let's get Champions League. Share the video, and let's go. Forza Juve. Forza Juve. Let's go. Peace.